What are we doing, chat? What is this? I mean, I'm gonna buy it. It's busted, but it's still kind of ridiculous that they're releasing stuff so frequently like this. Yeah, I would like to have it, but I actually thought about this with the last one, where if the seeds are around, I think like 50, they'd be worth it. I mean, the seeds are the most valuable thing that they drop. I do like the interactivity though. It reminds me of the Fortnite stuff they had like years ago. Rainbow dandelion. What is the Oh, I actually don't use the dandelion that much. Yeah, 180, so it might be better to get this one and then actually use it. This unit is actually ridiculous. It follows you around, it has 41 range, and maybe it follows you a dynamic range. No, okay, so that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh, the stairs are here. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, this is corny. Bro, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for everyone to get out of my way. Oh, these are, okay, these work. I don't know if yeah. I'm happy I didn't go with them the whole way. Because I was very confident they were going to mess me up. Because with people like that, just jumping and messing up the whole pattern. Why? Why are you trolling other people, dude? You're such a meanie head. This thing is entirely outplayed. Like, 12,000 DPS, and it starts at 400. That's actually insanity. I like the beehive. They got the beehive. I'm a little octopus guy, though, so I'm satisfied. Are they gonna release another unit, or are they gonna make it so you can get the same one again, like how they did last time? I kind of would like if they announced what they generally were doing beforehand. Super Sprout. What? Oh. Well, it's like, yeah, it goes in 3 hours. Oh, wait a minute, no, that's only available for, okay. That's like these. Wait, how are there less of these than there are of those? This is the, hold up. These are the exact same price. Yet this one has, what, 49 range? How much does this one have? This makes no sense. Okay, so this is the same price as this. This is exclusive and this isn't. And there's, what is that, like 10 times less? A little under 10 times less of these than there are of these. Maybe they're gonna drop these again? That's the only thing I could think of that would make any sense at all. Like, I don't know, until this ends, maybe they're gonna drop these and have this in cycle. Or at least these two in cycle. I think the XP is actually the one that's going to make the most of a difference for people. Just because if I check the quest tab, I'm going to check that in a minute. Because if I check the quest tab, then I'm pretty sure like no one. Oh yeah, that's what they just said. That's what Prism Leaf is. 7 people have this. And I personally have like 2,000. I haven't really been playing this game that much, but I personally have 2,000 XP. I can only buy like 2 crates because of how expensive this thing is. What happens if people can't find their crate? Do they despawn? I really hope they don't despawn. If they do despawn, I'd like if they like magnetize towards the player, like really slowly. We're not really getting anything. I'll stick around though, just because I want to get the whole event. Oh, there it is. Okay. Stunyon. Actually, I don't think I had that yet. Oh, so yeah, my units tab isn't scrolling for some reason. And it's not doing anything. I also got moving. I'm not sure what broke it. I'll just skip to see if there's anything interesting. What time again? Okay, I think they're gonna do the double. Yeah, they're gonna do the double luck thing now. So now I think I'm gonna buy some of the astral summons, see if I can get something crazy. Also, this is so weird in first person. Okay, the game just crashed. What? Hold up, what? The game actually just straight up crashed. And now I'm a double-headed ant. The music's gone too, what? Hold on, let me reload the game. Because I'm pretty sure the music just broke, like, just now. Also, I don't know why I am unable to scroll down in certain tabs. Now that we have 2 times luck, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some of these astral summons. Oh, that's cool. And I guess I'll just buy, like, 7 of these, I think it would be. Okay, yeah, I'm out. What is that, like a 1 in... Oh, this is the same numbers as the bees. That'd be 4.5 million. This would be a total of 4.5 million. And I forgot the bees are 300. You take how much this costs, and then you just make this a million. So 4.5 million. This would be 900,000. So you just multiply it by, I think, 1,000. Oh! I didn't even know that it did that. What? I kind of want this now, just to see what it looks like. Actually, I'm gonna reset to be a smaller unit. That is way too big. Okay, yeah, Clover works. I can't see anything if I scroll in all the way. Okay, well, when you split it up like that, I can't pick all of them up. I'm just gonna see how many I can get. Oh, you know what? I might be able to get the curse fruit if I can grab enough of these. I'm missing one. I think I'm pretty sure I'm missing one because he said 2,000, right? I don't remember. I'm actually missing more than one because I had some beforehand. Okay. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Is it a permanent double seeds buff? Because that would actually go crazy. So now they're ending the event. This is after I skipped to this point. You can see that I only gained like 200 seeds. They're doing the outro. Not 200, like 2,000 seeds. They're doing the outro now, which is silly. And they also gave us this. They also gave us a code for 2x seed for like 30 minutes. So yeah, that was an interesting event. I'm gonna go into classic mode and then explain my thoughts. All of my units say unknown for whatever reason. I actually just noticed that. So I wonder if they're gonna have different names for them eventually, or if that's a bug. I can't quite tell. Alright, now we can place him. And he's now going to be my little, I don't know, bodyguard, I guess. I'll send him weakest. Oh, he has low range. Or is that his burst rate? He is very expensive, actually. So I'm just gonna give him a minute to handle all this stuff. It's actually quite a bit to focus on at the same time. I'm trying to focus on placing towers. I'm trying to focus on making sure he's in range. It's gonna get easier, though. Oh, you know what I just thought of? If you have 4 different players with this thing on, you can freeze time 4 times in a row. Unless they put a cooldown on it for multiplayer. Which, I mean, would actually be balanced, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Judging the current rate of stuff. Yeah, now he's doing significantly more damage. And he's gonna be doing more damage on top of that once I'm able to upgrade him. Again, I don't think I'm going to focus on that quite yet, because I just need to focus on staying alive. I have him set to weakest, so he protects me from the chicken jockey things. It's kind of this balancing act, where you want to stay near stuff at all times, but you gotta not get hit by them. Once you get more money, though, I'm sure it gets more streamlined, because you could just... I mean, he has enough damage for a second. You can just stand still, and he's just going to protect you the entire time. Oh, so this thing should not do... What is that? 12,000 damage per second? That's the same as over 2 of the dual blaster buds. That's almost the same as 2 of the dual blaster buds with the full black clover buff on. With no buffs, he's doing that. So if you slow stuff down, he's going to be even better, because he's going to get more hits in. Yeah, he is just, like, one-tapping everything. This is probably going to be faster than most other runs, just because of how overpowered he is. I actually kind of want to test something. Is he... So it's not when I'm in the range, it's when he's in the range. Okay, that makes more sense. It's essentially another spawner. I don't know why they had it tagged as unit when I first got him. It's another spawner. Can I just walk at them now? Okay. Yeah, it looks like I can just W key at everything now. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, that damage, like, increased quite a bit after I upgraded him again. 95,000. You know, I think the only reason he isn't 100,000 is just because they didn't want to have an upgrade that cost 100,000 cash. How much per hit is he doing? He's doing pretty much their entire health bar in 1 hit now. If I upgrade him again, he will do their entire health bar in 1 hit. It's kind of hard to tell where he's going to hit next. Because I can't... I mean, maybe if I turn on... Actually, let me do this. I mean, I can see what's getting hit. That helps. But that's not, like, an in-game feature that tells me which direction he's facing. Oh, so this thing is actually popping off. He's doing such a stupid amount of damage. That's the final upgrade. Now he has this much range. Does 12,000 damage per second within that range. And I can shut off all 3 of these spawns just by standing, like, here, right? Yeah, that's ridiculously overpowered. Also, what does this look like? Oh! Okay. I do not mind a little stump at all. Something that's crazy to think about. At level 1, this guy would be just one-tapping all of these things. Keep that in mind. The level 1 setting for some of these new guys is in 750, 215, 400 damage per second. Compared to the original, highest, the Doe Blaster Bud. Which originally had 5,000. And I didn't think they were going to go too much higher after that. But it hasn't even been a week since the last time they topped that number. And it's over double already. 100. It's about 150% higher than this original damage per second. I feel like the power creep is just going to keep rising. Unless they stop releasing stuff that's super overpowered. I think the best thing to do is just for them to release new troops that have different abilities. I feel like the Timekeeper is the exact thing that they should be focusing on. Not specifically the Timekeeper, but doing stuff like the Timekeeper. That was an interesting mechanic that didn't break anything too much. You don't need the Timekeeper. You're not saving time with the Timekeeper. You're not increasing your overall damage per second. You're securing your win for an extra items, for an extra team slot. And I think that's an important distinction, because these guys just blow everything out of the water every time they release a new update. If they release new stuff with interesting mechanics that don't change the meta all too much, I think that's good for a game. But they're not doing it like that. They're just releasing a new crazy overpowered unit every week. And I mean, take the Earth Dragon for example, right? What is the reason to get the bees? When this dropped, what purpose do the bees have? None, because you already have the Earth Dragon, and you could place 3 of them, so your benefit with bees also in your inventory is like nothing compared to what you can do if you buff the Earth Dragon. I mean, I'm not the balancing team. I have no clue what their goal is with this game. Maybe it is to just keep power creeping until the numbers don't mean anything. It's getting kind of ridiculous. This plant alone could kill him in less than 5 seconds. Take that into account. I don't feel like that should be the case. Also, I can place him now. Maybe I'm boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to, like, Borderlands and stuff where power creep matters a lot more than, like, in a live service game. So I think the goal here is to just try and just have him on the map just because he's overpowered, but don't focus on him too much. Just stay with your original time. And then when you upgrade him, you can focus on him. But right now, he's not exactly doing enough damage per second to rationalize running towards things. As much as I would love to have the 12,000 DPS now, I think that the best thing to do is to just treat him like a regular tower. Like how I did with the Doe Blaster, but it would be good to have 5,000 damage per second now. However, I'm going to lose if I focus on it too much. And of course, the larger his range is, the easier it's going to be to deal with him. Or to have him protect you. I think they should nerf the range. If they're not going to nerf the damage, the range should definitely go down. If you upgrade him all the way, he's pretty much just a spawner tower. He's not even a unit at that point, or like a defender. Oh, so this is a cool new mechanic, the buying stuff mid-game. I like that a lot. I think they should do that with more towers, personally. And I know this is the first time they're doing it. I don't expect them to do it now, but I'm just saying, like, if they're to upgrade if they were to add anything, I feel like they should add new towers with new mechanics, and they should add stuff like this, either to current towers or to newer towers. I'm pretty sure I could just stand here now, but I'm gonna walk out to save time. I think another interesting mechanic would be having some units change what they do depending on the mode you're in. For example, if they had the speed sprinkler speed up the player within a given radius, not only would that encourage you to have more than just one speed sprinkler, because you can have more than one out. However, it would also give it another purpose, because right now, the lawnmower in that mode is terrible. So I think if they gave him another purpose in that mode, I don't know, give him, like, make it so he goes across the entire map, but does less damage, so it's actually balanced. Or the same damage, and he just misses everything. I don't know. Something. Now we've kind of hit a point where I can just walk stuff down, and it doesn't, and they're just not going to reach me. So this is where we save a lot of time waiting for things to attack us. That was really close. Is this what melee builds in other video games look like to the perspective of the insects? Like, you just go around and one-tap everything by just punching it really hard. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That was 300,000 damage in less than 12 seconds. This is now after everything. This is after I've played the game. This is after all of the gameplay. Here are my organized and final thoughts for the update. 1. I'm very worried about power creep being a consistent pattern in this game, moving forward. 2. I would like to see more abilities the player can use mid-round. That ability, where you can freeze time for 2,500 cash, is really interesting, and I would thoroughly enjoy if they added more things like that. I would also like to see more unique units like the Timekeeper and the Cursed Fruit. This, I feel, would combat power creep, so they can add newer units that are still pretty interesting, but also not blowing the old ones out of the water and making them useless, essentially. I think it would be very helpful to a lot of players if we were given a general outline of how the event is going to go beforehand, so players can participate in the part they want to without the fear of missing out. I think this event lasted about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. A lot of people probably just don't have time for that. I mean, it's Saturday. Who knows what people are doing? A schedule would help a lot of players plan around what they want to do. I went back through the recording and counted how many seeds I got. Now, I know I missed a few, but I'm pretty confident that the total number of seeds that they dropped for every player is around 5,000, because I got 4,500, but I know I missed some. This might just be me, but 5,000 seeds is only enough to buy the most expensive pack, like, once, and then a couple of the cheap ones. I do understand that giving players seeds technically takes money out of their pocket. However, I do think we can double this number, and it would essentially double the number of players who get something crazy and have a very memorable experience, while also not changing a lot in terms of the amount of seeds you're giving out. All in all, I am very excited to see what happens in the future with the game. Maybe they add some of the things I thought of, maybe they don't and do something entirely different that's even more interesting. I'm not really sure where it's going to go. Either way, thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.